Welcome to SPR Forum Videos. I'm your host, Natalie Rydström. It's the semi-final stage of the 2013 Super 15 Rugby tournament, with the last four sides engaged in a playoff for the next weekend's grand final. Joining us now is Richard O'Hagan, sports writer and regular contributor to SPR Forum. Richard, welcome to the show.
Hi, Natalie.
Now, the first week of the Super 15 playoffs went pretty much as expected, with both home sides winning. Now we're moving into the semi-finals. How do you see them panning out?
Well, certainly the two home teams did very well last weekend. The Crusaders had a rather easy win over Queensland Reds, who really didn't put up that much of a fight, which was disappointing both from a rugby point of view and also from the point of view of those who backed it to be quite a close game. So that was an impressive performance, but we'll see how they go on this weekend when they have to travel up to Hamilton and take on the Waikato Chiefs. The Chiefs were the winners of the conference stage of Super 15 this year. They look very impressive, and yet the Crusaders are showing as favourites because they beat the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago in one of the last stages of the conference rather comprehensively. But that was a home win for the Crusaders, and the referee had some very strange interpretations of breakdown laws there and penalised the Chiefs constantly. It was a very strange game to watch. So I don't expect the same thing. Plus, Waikato have been almost incredible at home this year, so I can see that playing out as a Chiefs win. In the other game last week, the ACT Brumbies had a bit of a scrap to overcome the Cheetahs from South Africa, but they managed it. They've now had to make a long trek over to South Africa to play the Bulls. Beating the Bulls at home is always difficult, but the Bulls were really poor in their last group game. And I think coming off the bye, they might still be as disjointed as they were in that match. That'll give the Brumbies a toehold, and I can see them putting up a bit of surprise over there.
Okay, well, looking at the overall picture, as you mentioned, we've got Crusaders at the top of the list at 2.5, followed by Bulls and Chiefs priced at 3.25, and then Underdogs Brumbies is priced at 9, all odds courtesy of Bet365. Now, do you agree with that order? What order would you put them in, and who's your favourite?
Well, certainly I would put the Chiefs as favourites. As I said, the Crusaders are favourites largely on the back of that win last weekend and on having already beaten the Chiefs once. That rather ignores the fact that the Chiefs beat the Crusaders when the two of them met in Hamilton back in May. And it's slightly bolstered by the Crusaders having New Zealand captain Richie McCaw back in their fold as well. Now, I don't see a Crusaders win this weekend, so I'd be disregarding them in the overall win market, because if they get knocked out in the semi-finals, they can't win the tournament. So far as the rest of them are concerned, I don't see any of them actually being markedly better than the others. I certainly don't think that the Bulls are all that much better than the Brumbies have been. So the Brumbies, you might say, are a good price. I think they'll make the final. But again, I can't see them overcoming the Chiefs or indeed the Crusaders in that final. So my money is definitely with the two New Zealand teams here.
Okay, and are there any other good odds to be had out there which we should take a look at?
Well, one of the markets that's just come into play recently is on which combination of teams will make the final. And in fact, the least favoured combination, and therefore one with the best odds, is for it to be the Chiefs against the Brumbies. Now, that's what I'm backing this weekend anyway, so I'm going to be having some money in that market as well, because I think I can make good money on my ultimate outcome for the final next week.
Okay, Richard, thanks for joining us.